Well, new developments now in a murder case that's gripped the Midwest for several years. The man accused of killing two young girls in Delphi, Indiana back in 2017 is fighting to have his original defense team reinstated. Today, the Indiana Supreme Court listened to arguments surrounding that request, along with a separate plea to remove the special judge from his trial. Richard Allen's previous lawyers were dropped from the case last fall following a leak of crime scene evidence in the gruesome deaths of Abby Williams and Libby German. News Nation's Alex Capriello has been following the story, joins us live from Indianapolis. So, Alex, arguments were made today for Richard Allen. In your estimation, did his team make a good case?
I think that they made a great case, and it doesn't really matter in my opinion because the justices said that they made a great case. I think they heard both arguments very clearly. They really need some time to think about it. But really, on behalf of Richard Allen, it was all about whether or not this judge actually went beyond her authority in actually removing these attorneys on his behalf. The biggest point that they were trying to make is that not only did Richard Allen want these attorneys representing him, but also that he was aware of all the things that are under question, right? This leak of crime scene photos and the possible changes and implications that it might have. But first and foremost, the big point, it's up to the defendant to choose his counsel, and he chooses these attorneys. Take a listen from today's hearing.
My client's entitled to a jury trial with effective lawyers that he spent a year and 3 months developing a well thought out strategy of third-party guilt and a speedy trial to catch that prosecutor on their back foot. And it was blown out of the water from a judge who exceeded her authority.
And again, it's really not just about protecting the rights of a defendant to a fair trial, but also making sure that their needs and wants are met. And right now, Richard Allen needs and wants these attorneys.
All right, Alex. So how did the state counter then those arguments?
Well, really, it was about looking at previous case law and understanding what the law entitles judges. And first and foremost, they have to protect the justice system, but also the rights of a defendant. If they believe that the lawyers aren't meeting the needs of a defendant or perhaps tainting the possibility of having a fair and impartial jury, then the judge has the authority to make a decision like that. But also an interesting argument that we heard from the attorneys representing the judge was that they feel like this would open a Pandoras box for future Supreme Court arguments, and they wanted to make sure that the Supreme Court justices heard that argument. Take a listen.
These kinds of pretrial claims of constitutional violation are extremely normal. They are extremely rare. And if this court wants to get in the business of addressing the merits every time a criminal defendant raises a pretrial constitutional violation, you will be flooded with these kinds of actions.
And the justices joked and said, thank you so much for thinking about us. At this point, though, no official decision made. They're going to think it over, weigh the merits of both arguments, and issue a written opinion sometime in the future.
All right, Alex, really appreciate that up-to-the-minute reporting. Thank you.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find News Nation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of News Nation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.